Hello, friends. Barney and I were talking this morning and thought that it was time to share a thank you for all of the times that you have tuned in to listen to the podcast or to watch our videos on YouTube. I was sharing with Barney some of my surprise at just looking at information about our channel. And one of the analytical bits of information said that our channel has been watched for a total of over 8 days. So we were kind of laughing if anybody ever gets really bored and they want to be entertained for 8 days, they could just start watching our podcasts from start to finish. But seriously though, it is a real delight to know that there are friends of our show and friends in real life out there who care about this conversation, and you're tuning in, and we appreciate your comments when you share them. And I wanted to ask Barney, as you think about this and all of our supporters and people who have followed and engaged with us, what are your thoughts? Are there any things that you like to say about gratitude for our friends?
Oh yeah. Um, since we started this show just kind of as something for ourselves, and it's very humbling to run into people at when in our circle of friends that are watching along with us and who are recommending our show to other people and um, saying that they get a lot out of it, and it blows me away because I just thought of this as something great that Jacob and I can do together, and helps me explore these topics and think about myself and learn more about myself and the world around me. And um, to think that all of these people who are watching along with us on this episode or that episode or every episode, and yeah, I really do feel like as much as we get out of it, I know that people watching along with us get something out of it too, and maybe the same that we do, or maybe even more. And it's so rewarding to think that this thing that we're just doing for fun and fulfillment um, is the same for people out there too, sticking along with us, or maybe who have just tuned in recently. And I love that. That's great.
Yeah, I agree. And it's interesting too. There are some guests that we've had on the show who not only were willing to take time to join in a conversation with us, but then also have become listeners. And um, one of those that we really, I think, should give a shout out to is Ken Naines, who came first as a guest on the show and now actually does a regular segment with us on Northern Exposure. So thank you, Ken. It's such a delight to partner with you on an ongoing basis and to have you as a guest. And you write such wonderful comments and thoughtful comments too, in response to different episodes that we do. So thank you. And then also your other podcast partner, Sean DeHaven, has been on our show a few times. And most recently in your English All Over the Place episode, every so often there's a shout out to this show. So we want to thank Sean and his openness too to do partnership type things with us from time to time. Are there other individuals that you think of that come to mind that, oh, it would be really good to thank specifically?
Yeah, I feel like Julie is a big fan of the show. She is one of the people that I have overheard recommending the show to others, and and she was one of our first guests too. And it having her on the show and talking with her afterward, after we stopped recording, I think it really opened up the floodgates for us for in terms of brainstorming and coming up with new ideas, and for the show itself, and for having new guests. And um, maybe it was a shot of confidence for us too, that maybe we're really onto something. And like you say, with um, hearing people's feedback, and also the comments that people like can make, and yeah, the fact that Sean, even on our other podcast, is excited to mention um, Jacob on the show when he's been on that show, and then the show that you guys are watching right now. the Two Bold podcast. I think it's affirming, and that's great.
I did mention this ahead of time, so this is going to be a little bit of a surprise. But also, Barney, I feel like as one of the co-hosts, I need to thank you because a big part of this podcast is the sharing and the partnering and the creative process that we do together. And I feel like one of the huge benefits of this has been also getting to know you more as a friend and building our friendship. So thank you for going on this journey with me.
Yes, and I'm not just being polite by thanking you as well, because it really has been so fulfilling, um, and and unexpected, from how we started to where we are now, and I'm thankful that of all the people I could have chosen or thought of to do the project like this with, I'm really thankful that you and I are doing this together, and that Jacob, you're my partner in this. I really like that. I appreciate that in many, many ways.
So thank you all for tuning in just for this brief message of thanks. And we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, goodbye.
We appreciate you all. Thank you.